when thrifting's not going well.
Stop! Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie if you are new, and I release videos every Monday talking about plants and all the planty things. So if you would like to subscribe to this channel, I would really appreciate it. But if not, you know, no pressure. Do it! Okay, so to start off this video, if I'm being totally honest, this wasn't the video that I had planned to do for this week. And honestly, somebody had requested, I feel bad saying this because things happen, but somebody had requested on my channel that I do like a thrift with me video and kind of do like a vlog style and do a little haul. And I have done one of those on my channel before, like a couple of months ago, which I did really love. That video was kind of before I learned how to edit, so it's not the best, but I made a video like that and somebody had requested that I do another one. And I was really interested. I was like, oh, that's such a great idea. Somebody requested it, I can make a video. Because if you don't know, usually at the end of my videos, I take suggestions or ask people to leave comments asking what they want me to film. So yesterday we went out, we filmed a bunch of footage and went to several different thrift stores. And the problem is, oh, let me show you. This is a Raphidophora decursiva that I'm just gonna be up-potting into this terracotta here. So we filmed a bunch of footage and honestly, I was in just the worst mood. Like I was having just one of those days where nothing felt like it was on my side, nothing could go right. And even though we went to several different thrift stores, I only found 2 things that were like even mildly planty related. And I was just not feeling the vibe. I was not feeling the vibe of the video. I just wasn't happy.
When thrifting's not going well.
Stop! So I just decided that if the vibe wasn't right and if I wasn't enjoying where the video was going, that we just were gonna X the video. So thankfully I do have some plants here at home that I needed to repot, so that's what we're doing today. If you were the person that requested that I do thrift with me videos, I'm so sorry, and please know that I do plan to do them in the future. Now we can kind of get into like the main topic of this video, which is the fact that I am moving. Watch my last video, you may not know, but I am actually moving to Seattle. And so currently I live in Buffalo, New York, and I've lived in Buffalo, New York my entire life. I've never not lived in Western New York. So my partner and I, for the last year or so, have been really debating a move just because, I don't know. We've been debating a move for the last like year or so, and we weren't quite sure like where we wanted to go. Here's this guy. For a while we were thinking about like Denver maybe, because we both want to go someplace more scenic, someplace more beautiful. If you've ever been to Buffalo, you may know that it is just flat and very boring. And so we both want to just be in a place that inspires us a little bit more and it's a little bit more exciting to live. We ended up consulting with one of my cousins who has been like around the entire world, and he was talking to us about different cities and what would fit our vibe, and I think that we ultimately just ended on Seattle because it felt like the right choice for us. And so I have never been to Seattle. I've never actually been anywhere on the West Coast at all. I've only really been on this side of the country. So we are moving to Seattle, and it is completely on a whim. And a lot of people have been asking me, like in my immediate family, like, what are your plans? Do you have a job? What's gonna happen? So, you know, it's not like I'm gonna get there and be like completely destitute, because we obviously have like a nice little safety net of money, and we have a lease already signed, lined up, and I also have like a degree, right? So I'm not an absolute disaster. But beyond that, I just don't care to make too many plans right now, because I'm 24 years old, and like I said, I've never lived anywhere outside of Buffalo, New York. I've never lived anywhere outside of this general area. And I have traveled a little bit, but I've never thought of myself as ever being like capable of moving or having the desire to move until, I guess, since the pandemic happened. And then I was kind of like, shit.
Watch your profanity.
Like, we can do whatever we want. Like, we're adults. We can go places. We can do things. We don't have to like stay here forever. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of very excited to go into this move without having too many plans and just kind of see like what happens when we get there. If you're interested, my degree is in childhood education and then curriculum and instruction, my master's degree. So I am technically certified to be a teacher. I can do that. And I do really love teaching, but I've never worked as a full-time teacher yet because I've just been focusing on getting my master's, so I'm not sure like what I'll do when I get there. Part of me is like, oh, I'll just sub for a while and figure it out. Part of me is like, no, I should look for like a full-time job immediately when the fall comes. And honestly, like, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna take it day by day and see kind of what happens. And to be honest, I think I just felt like right now I'm 24 years old, and I think I just thought that if I didn't move now, or I didn't start living life now, I would be, I hate saying it like this, but I would be stuck here forever. In that I would just settle down, buy a house, just like start existing, start living my life here in Buffalo. And not that there's necessarily anything wrong with people that do that live in their hometown forever, because there's not. Like, if that makes you happy, then you should do that. But I don't feel like I've ever really experienced living in other places, and I felt like now was the time to do it. Like, I have no responsibilities other than my cats. You know, I don't have anything holding me down here. I was lucky enough, I guess, that I didn't search for a job right out of undergraduate degree to necessarily tie me to this place. I just have like a job that I can easily leave. So I don't know, I just felt like now's the time. And to be honest with you, like, I'm not even necessarily like, to be honest, like, we're not even that necessarily like super committed to Seattle. If it like doesn't work out, if we get there and we hate it, we are open to moving again, probably somewhere else on the West Coast. But I'm just at this point in my life where I'm young right now, and I'm never gonna be any younger than I am right now, you know? So it's like, if I don't do this, if I don't get out of Western New York, I'll never do it. I'll never see what else is out there, especially because I have dreams of soon-ish in the future, like owning a home, specifically because I want a garden. Like, that's really the only reason. If you're a plant person, maybe you know, maybe you feel me, but I really want to have like a garden someday. So I'd like to own a home like sometime in the future. I don't know, I didn't want to just like get stuck in Buffalo just because it's where I grew up. And like I said, there's literally nothing wrong with that. If that's who you are, if that's what you want to do, you want to live in the same place that you grew up your whole life, I think do that. But for me, it's just like, I realized that I didn't have to. Like, there are other options in the world. This is, let me stop right here. This is a philodendron micans that I'm actually going to be selling because obviously I'm moving and I had to get rid of a ton of plants. So this is one of the ones that'll be going. So I just wanted to repot it into a nursery pot because I like the pot. And it is repotted now, so. So yeah, that is my kind of little explanation on why I'm moving. Like I said, I don't really have a plan. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm very excited. I love our apartment, even though I haven't seen it like in person. I've seen like videos of it, and I've been in contact with the leasing agent and everyone. And I am thrilled, although like it is, obviously if you've moved, you know it's very stressful. Like, even just the like act of thinking about it has been very stressful, because we decided that we are going to be taking, let me stop here and say this is a ficus Audrey. I don't know if you've ever purchased ficuses in like nurseries, but they always pack them in these like peat moss, like very stringy material, and I find that they just do a lot better in like a well-drained soil, so that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, obviously if you've ever moved, you know how stressful it can be, and for us, we had decided that we are going to not take anything, really. We're just taking my car full of cats and plants and anything that we could fit in my car, which is not even a large car, it's a small little sedan. So at one point we were thinking of like doing like a U-Haul, then we were thinking of doing like pods, like shipping it, but that was gonna be like $5,000 to ship our furniture across the country. And not that we couldn't do that, but we just decided we don't really, hi, we just decided that we don't really own anything that's like that valuable. Like, we don't own any furniture that's like super valuable. The only thing that we have is like, I don't know, a little entertainment stand. We have a nice TV, but like, we decided that the value of those things didn't really like, it wasn't worth us shipping them across the country. So yeah, we just decided we're selling everything and we're taking my car, which means that I have to fit all of my life into my little trunk, and that's not really a problem for me except for plants. My plants are the most important thing to me. There are much more stressful situations to live through, and so I don't want to take that away from anybody. God, I'm gonna stop here and just say, look, this has like a little plug that I just realized. I just found this little like not node, it's like a pouch. What would you call it? A plug. And a lot of ficuses have these in there. They just kind of like plant them in there and then leave them. So I am gonna take this off. But anyway, let me continue. We're taking my car. So yeah, it's been, I don't wanna say that it's been like crazy stressful, because it's not. You know, there are a lot more stressful situations to live through. But I will say that it's been very hard for me to get rid of so many plants because, like I said, I have a very small car and I'm only gonna be taking a small couple of bins of plants worth down to Seattle, because similar to like the storage container thing, it's just not really worth paying to have them all delivered or shipped or take them with me when I know that I can just rebuy a lot of them when I'm there. But that does mean that it kind of takes away a lot of the sentimental value of collecting plants. So that's been the hardest thing for me right now, is we're not moving until beginning of August, and it's now mid-May. So it's been hard for me to kind of like not buy plants, get rid of plants that have a lot of sentimental value to me, because a lot of my plants do, and I obviously, like if you're a plant collector, you know that too. So it's been really difficult, I guess you could say, but I am very excited. And one of the things that I said to Christopher, my partner, was that like once we get to the West Coast, we're not leaving the West Coast, and if we do, we're going to do like a pod situation, because there's no way that I can get rid of my plants like over and over and over again, because my plants mean so much to me. And so at this point, I have, I think, gotten my collection down to 50. Really bad, but I definitely had like 100 to 150 at one point, and I'm still in the process of kind of selling them off. So I don't know, we'll see how it kind of goes. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to transport them all in my car yet. We have 3 cats. And they're all moving with us to Seattle with the plants in one car, plus the 2 of us. So do I think it's going to be the most seamless thing in the world? No, I definitely do not. But I am excited about it, and I can't wait for it to just be over and for me to start my new life, because I feel like a little bit like we're living in limbo, because we can't really like buy anything, have anything, do anything, just because we just know that we're not going to be here for a long time. So, you know, I don't know. Have I been rambling for a while? Yes, I definitely have, and I do apologize about that. I think I got the pouch fully off now that I'm looking at it, and it does have a really nice like root ball system here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repot this plant, and then I will close out this video. Alright you guys, so that is gonna be the end of today's video. I do just wanna say I'm sorry if this video wasn't, I don't know, the most exciting or the most informative. I'm kind of running out of ideas not out of ideas, but I'm having a hard time finding ideas to film for this channel, just because I'm getting rid of so many plants. I'm not really able to buy anything new for my plants or buy new plants, so it's been difficult. So what I do think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do probably a couple more care videos on this channel before I move, maybe some like prepping for the move and how I'm gonna accomplish that. But I don't know, if you have any ideas for things that you wanna see from me that kind of coincide with my life right now, please leave them in the comments below, because I really want to make videos that want to be seen. I would love to have like a little community of people here on this channel. I don't know, contribute to discussions, and I don't know, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and bear with me through this little time, and hopefully in August things will be back to normal and I'll be able to do a lot more plant content. So stick with me until then, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. You want to say bye? Bye.